Oh, hey there. Welcome to Alma, Missouri. The Missouri farm. It's mid-September now. Exercising Taylor. He's the last horse we've got to ride this morning. It's a little later than you normally see me doing this. When I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, I guess, you know, it's getting into the fall. Sun's coming up later. The horses were all still sleeping at 5 o'clock in the morning when I got over there to do the riding this morning. So I came over to the cow barn. I mixed up a couple of wagons of total mixed ration and also shredded some straw bales for bedding. And then I went over and was riding the horses to get that done. Took on some baling contracts partway through a couple of them. Did complete one for silage bales. Throw that up real quick. So yeah, the money from those are really hard to resist. You'll also see I windrowed our hay in our fields here, or I guess in the margins between the fields. I've got to get that baled yet too. I don't want to leave that down much longer than I already have. But the baling contract is pretty huge, so good boy. Okay. Horses should be done now. Take a look at daily riding and cleanliness, the two things that we're supposed to be on top of. And it's good for all of them. Pardon me. Much work to be done. One thing I want to do is I drive past the knife roller. Is I did not mulch that field before I put manure on it. Can I still mulch it after I did? I think I should be able to, but I don't know for sure. I need to try that. So first thing I want to do over here is I want to get these hay bales off this grass field. I don't want to create dead spots with them. They've been sitting there long enough already. Oh, I filled the manure spreader with manure too, just to have it full and to keep manure out of the pit or the manure plate. I figure if I keep some in there, it won't get full as quickly. So the cows are doing fine. I put in quite a bit of feed here. So our younger beef cattle are 5 months now. We got about almost 45,000 liters of total mixed ration in there. We probably could take some milk at some point when we get a chance. We'll bring a couple of those hay bales over here for the sheep. And it's been a while, so I guess we need to get like 4 bundles of wool on a pallet to make a complete pallet. So we're still working on our first one there. think there's anything in here. Big sheep. So what we'll do is we'll grab the case Maxim here. Let's get those bales quickly. And what I'll probably need to do is head down and work on that baling contract. I think I'll take our John Deere 6250R down there. Probably to run the baler, perhaps. The first two hay bales I grab here, I'm going to take them over to the sheep. One thing I noticed is silage bales are really heavy, like almost one silage bale. They're so wet. When I first grabbed the two silage bales, they were almost too much for this weight. This manure looks pretty full still. We'll have to look at that at some point and see how full it is. Oh. Nope. I think that happened to me last time too, but I forgot that if you set it next to it, it'll put it in it. You don't have to actually drop it in there, but we will. We can. There we go. Rest of them we will put into bale storage. But let's look at the sheep here. So there's our black sheep of the family. Oh wow, I could put a couple more in here easy. I think I'll put just the last. I think I had 7 over here. I'll put the 7th bale in there as well. So others I'll go ahead and put into storage for now. Get that close. sitting with $60,000, which is kind of nice. But we owe $350,000 in loans. But if something comes up, we're not scrambling for money, at least. Everything looks okay. Got fuel, maintenance looks alright. I think we'll be alright. Once we're done with the contract, we can pick up our stone picker in town and bring it back out to the farm. New to us one that we bought. It's a smaller one, but with 2 stone pickers and the help of a worker, maybe we can get the rocks and the stones off of these massive fields that we have a little quicker. That's a pretty time-consuming task. All the tasks are time-consuming. Kind of the trick is to eventually, earn enough money and get your equipment large enough that you can operate bigger implements. So I'd like to get a larger cultivator. I've got one in mind that we will probably buy in the springtime at the latest. And then once we have that, we should be able to get things done a lot quicker. So I'm not sure how I want to do this once I get out here. I think I've got it all mowed and tedded. And I say I think. It was getting dark, so it's hard to know for sure what exactly was happening. Because I think that looks pretty green right there, doesn't it? It does. It needs to be tethered. Where's the tether? Oh, that is a big tractor. Sometimes when you have workers helping you, they don't do the best job all the time. Why they do some of the things they do, I don't know. So the first thing that we'll do is we'll come through here and we'll make sure everything that was supposed to get done got done. I think those are just shadows over there though. I think it's alright. Missed a little bit. So I don't know. I guess I'll run the mower. Trying to think of how the field is kind of laid out, figure out how best to try and do this. I'm not getting it all, am I? Alright, well it's 11:15 in the morning. We've been going a while on this. The worker he's been a help, but Also a bit of a pain, and it's just kind of the way the field's set up. And the angle and the end that I started him on. So the field kind of falls away. So when he gets down to the bottom of the field, I call it the bottom, it's the south end of the field, it falls away to his left, the direction he's going, and he thinks that he's done. So I gotta kind of intervene down there to get him going again. I don't know how far he'll come back, if he'll come back at all. He's actually coming back down where he's already been, so that's kind of not good. That's silly. So yeah, I'm gonna have to grab him down here at the bottom and maybe take over. Is he gonna hit that bale? No. Hard to get good help, I'm telling you. Yeah, I missed a bit. Trying not to miss much because I don't want to have to come back and get it again later. I'm not sure what the heck he thinks he's doing here. So we'll come up here, we'll go ahead and lift that. We'll turn the baler off here. We'll power down and we'll see. What's he doing? What are you doing? Oh, good God. Stop. So you can see he was already done. What can I do? I'm already down here. I'm gonna slip into the part of the field next to us here, since it's right here. I'll just fold up real quick, dive into here rather than drive up the field for no reason. We'll get in here. So what works best is I should actually go over to the, what? The east side of this field. Let me pull up the mini map. I should go up to the east side of this field and then try and come over this way. Now I know I'm not going over anything. It's unfortunate. I'm gonna have this bale to worry about. So I'm going up, what am I going up? Going up about 527. Run this bale. Pick up my line again on the other side of it if I can. Not sure what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to get all this into a windrow. We got quite a few bales and stuff. What I'd like to do is just try and get the worker going over here, and then maybe I can go to lunch, but I don't know. It's probably wishful thinking again. At best, I don't want to make a mess of this. Kind of left it here. There we go. This is taking a long time. This is just, it's such a big field. It's so hard. So I don't know if I can get over here and if I can come back and do that part later, get a worker started here. I don't know if it'll work or not. So I started a worker. If he's going, I'll hop out down at the bottom, run back over to my tractor, and probably run into town. We'll see. I can come back and get that part later. But if I can get him, you know, working on this end of the field, maybe he'll just get it done while I'm at lunch. And then I can come back and finish baling it. But yeah, this is... I don't want to spend the whole episode doing this, but this has got to get done because of bale count. I got to get these bales made and delivered before I can start baling my own field. At least that's what I'm thinking. I don't know what he's going to do here. Get stuck in the trees, probably. Yep. I'm in the tree. Camera's in the trees. Oh. This looks alright. Now, he may not get all of it. He may leave some undone. Yeah, he's gonna. But he'll clean that up later, I'm sure. Right? So hopefully he'll do the right thing. I noticed when I was tedding this the other night, or last night, that some of it wasn't getting tedded. I don't know why. That's kind of weird. There's like little blotches of it. I got this dang electric telehandler to load it. We'll talk more about that when we're doing the loading, I suppose. But yeah, it's a pain. Let's see. We're going to go to Mama Joe's, so I don't need that. Let me drop that down. I'm trying to think of the best way to get there. Suppose go to the north end of the field, then go over and figure out how best to get near the fence to be able to walk over. And we'll swing by the implement dealer and check on used equipment. I don't think they have, well, it's been all morning, so there's likely something different. There was a New Holland combine, and I realized that I have never used a New Holland. Oh, is that true? That may be true. I may have never used a New Holland in FS25. Maybe on a contract, I suppose. But I don't think I've ever owned a New Holland on FS25. Oh, leaving a worker to go unsupervised is always concerning. I don't know what it is. It doesn't want to pop off the last bale there. Gotta watch out for the train. So I think, well, I can get through here by the railroad transfer silos and such. I think if I pull over here, I can get through too. So yeah, there's our stone picker we got to pick up later. So yeah, for the contract, the borrowed equipment, they gave me this bale spike, but I couldn't pick it up with the telehandler. It's got like the wrong attachment, so I had to lease one just to be able to utilize it. And I don't like the electric ones because they're kind of slow. We got a lot of ground to cover on that big field. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so there's that combine I was talking about. New Holland CH770. Oh, so what's this? But it's only 8.4. And I think there's bigger disc harrows that might work better for us. Although that's not too expensive. I don't have one of those. Mine's smaller. Mine's like 6-ish. It's wasting time here. Pardon me. Oh, I should just get going to Mama Joe's. I'll see you after lunch, probably about 1 o'clock. So as so often happens during lunch, I was scheming, and I was thinking we could plant barley or rye in that field that we harvested the oats in, and we could dual crop it next summer and put soybeans in, but I don't think I'm gonna try to do that. We're kind of committed to doing some baling right now, both this contract and on our own farm. We gotta probably focus on trying to get that done. So it's interesting that the workers, the helpers, they seem to be most efficient when I'm at lunch or in the house. So while I was over there at Mama Joe's, they finished up the windrowing, and they got the first trailer load fully loaded here. So we got what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 24 bales here. Electric. 24 bales. And these are the largest squares that you can make. And they're going to the livestock market, so I'll take them over there. I think the 180 centimeter round bales might actually have more volume to them. I don't know. Not 100% sure. But we got nearly 200,000 liters of hay on the trailer here, and we'll go deliver that. When I come back, I'm going to have to finish the baling, because I still haven't done that, and then we'll get on loading. But yeah, I'm afraid this contract may take us all day, and I don't like that at all. That's not what I wanted to do today. Matter of fact, I want to get my hay baled today. I got to. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll keep working on the contract here for a little while. Do a couple more deliveries, or another delivery, and then try and get back to our place and get that baling done, because I just don't want that hay sitting out much longer. I mean, first we cut it, then a day passed, then we windrowed it, and a day passed, then we Oh no, we tedded it, then a day passed. Then we windrowed it, and a day passed. Now I know that in the base game, nothing happens. It's just not good practice. In seasons, in FS19, the way that celobuki, I mean, it had a lot of more speed simulation features than the actual game does. And the seasonal growth that Giants has in FS22 is just kind of a watered down version of the seasons mod. Animals, you don't have males and females, they don't die, they don't, you know, have litters. The hay and grass and stuff, they don't deteriorate when left out. I think they hired one of the guys from celobuki. Oh, I got that turn signal. Let's turn that off. Pivoting around the axle is probably not a good thing. Hope I'm over far enough. I don't know if I'm to the right far enough. Let's go ahead and take the straps off and see what happens. Oh, we're good. Okay, good. We're half transported for field 40. Oh, that's because we had the bales off the smaller field first. There's a handful of them, I can't remember. So I don't know. Well, half done, that's good. I wish we would have got like a mechanical bale loading trailer. It would have made this a little easier. Kind of took some liberty since I had to lease the bale spikes for the telehandler, so I got an actually got an auto load one. Oh, I can't do that. I was gonna hit the cruise control and run up to 32 miles an hour in town. That wouldn't be good. So in FS25, it looks like the AI is going to be a little smarter. I wonder, because I was having a heck of a time with the guy doing the windrowing. So that'll be nice. That'll be less of a chore. I wonder if, since the AI is windrowing, if you could get them to bail, since they'd know where the windrows were, possibly. I don't know. That would be awesome if they could. So we're about 120 now, huh? So if we get out there and we bail. I don't know, it's September. It gets dark about supper time. Maybe a little later. So I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. Got a bit of baling to do still. And then all this loading. These baling contracts, just like root crop harvest, they just take a lot of time. They're very enticing though, because they pay so well, but you really got to put the time in to do it. Alright, let's get in our John Deere and get the baler going again. The only way we're gonna get done is do the work. So I'll head over here to what I call the top of the field, the north end. We'll find our first windrow and we'll get it going again. There it is. So line the groove up on the cowl. Lower the pickup and away we go. We're bailing again. We'll try and do a good job. Sun's kind of on the west side already because it's getting later in the day. Straddle this windrow and not leave any scraps. I'm not likely to go back hunting for scraps. Depends. If I got less than 3% of a bale to complete at the end, maybe. But other than that, I'm not wasting my time. I think there's some along the tree line there, which I guess it'll just stay there. If we came from the other direction with the windrower, we'd get those. But I'm not even going to bother, which means that I think they'll just stay there. We'll need to come around the other way with the windrower next time we have to do this field. Tree line. I couldn't tell if it was actually missing some or if it was the sunlight poking through the trees. I had an inner debate going with myself on which one of the two it was. Thinking, I don't know, it might have been a combination of both. Let me keep working on this, get the baling done. I don't know, probably jump cut to being done and get to the loading. Alright, it's a little after 2. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping that we get a bale out and we're left with like 5% left, so I'm not driving around hunting scraps. Please don't make me drive around hunting scraps. I don't want to do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, perfect. I mean, there are some scraps that I could get if it were, you know, I just missed a little bit right there, but yeah, that's perfect. That's the way I want it to end up. If it would have been like just, you know, a little bit left to go, I would have been inclined to go grab the windrower and come over here and try and figure out how to get some more. So it's what, almost 2:15. Took a little bit. Took about an hour to finish the baling. So we'll come park over here by the Corona Big M, and then we'll go grab the telehandler and we'll start loading and delivering the rest of it. But first, let's open up the help and see the bale count for the baler. So we made 103 bales. Between the small field which you never really saw in this field. I can't remember what we got off of that one. It was like 5 or something like that. So I don't really like these electric telehandlers. The forklifts are okay. I think it's running. I started it. How do you know it's running? If it'll move or not? It's just too quiet. Oh, so I got CSZ on here. So yeah, it's gonna give me that view. There we go. Sorry. Which looked like this view. So this is a auto load bale spike. So what happens is you can change it in the shop to one or the other, but it's one or the other. So when it's in auto load mode, it's kind of like there's no collision on the spike, so you can't pick anything up. So like a auto load bale trailer, I put it in operating position and it just puts the bale on there. Now I should be able to raise the back on it. I should probably look into that, but all I have to do is just drive near the bales and it picks them up, which is kind of nice, because otherwise this would take absolutely forever. So let me check here. Let me open the help again. No. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I want to raise that up. What's the other one do? Oh, that's the in and out. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to raise the back to have that additional support. So then I put it in transporting position, so that was L1 and square again. And so I'll come up to the trailer. And I don't know, the bales don't have a collision while they're on here. They're the ethereal bales, so to speak. And so what I'll have to do is I'll need to try and get a good approach. That's where I want to put them. And then I just L1 and triangle unload bales, and it drops them right on there. I hit triangle again, I think, to reset, and then I'll have to hit square again, L1 and square, to do turn the auto load back on, and then drive around, grab some more. So we'll get this trailer loaded. I think we're gonna have 2 more trailer loads before we complete the contract, then we'll start getting paid after that. You have to be a little careful, I think, because you don't want the ethereal bales to appear into the other bales. I don't know. Yeah, it could have been closer. It's alright. Let's keep going. So it's almost 4:30. I thought it worked out perfectly. But then I saw in the shadow 2 more bales over here, so I'm gonna have to try and figure out how I can get them on there. I mean, it's a telehandler after all. I'll put them on one at a time. Yeah, there we go. And then if I put it in transport position, it shouldn't pick up any others, because that would be bad. Yeah, and try and pull bales off of here or something. So I think what I can do is I'll just put one more up on top. Just kind of put it more in the middle, and then I'll just restrap that one strap. So yeah, this is taking me pretty much all day. Even with the help of some workers, you know, you're chasing the dollar signs on these contracts. It's terrible. But you see how much money you can make, and you're like, ah, I want the money. I hope I put it in transport position. I don't know if I did. Bad things will happen if I didn't, I think. I think I did. Oh. There we go. Unload the bales. And that should be it. I think that's all the bales. That's all I've seen. I mean, we'll find any other ones later if there are any. That's the nice thing. I don't know. You leave them on the field, I think they still stay there. In FS19, they would disappear if you completed the contract. And you'd just be SOL. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom out and try and look around as we go. I need to try and drive slowly because this has got mass. And wait, we could tip this. I used to do that on Hollandsveld all the time. I'd be hauling tail with my bale trailer loaded. Take a corner a little too fast. So I was taking a shortcut and going across the railroad tracks at the north end of the field there, which is not an official crossing. Which, beyond not being a good idea, might actually be illegal. I don't know. And the first time we scooted across, the train came and the engineer saw us. So I don't know if he's gonna report us for that or not. And then if he reports us, what are the chances that they track us down? I don't know. But it's 4:30 in the afternoon. I think we've completed all the work. I mean, we're done with the contract. We completed the contract. Actually, I should say contracts with the last delivery. So we'll get paid for all of this. And I think we got all the bales off the field. We got all the hay that we could bale. There might be some scraps here and there, but not enough to make a bale. So that's it. So we'll go deliver this at the livestock market, and we'll go grab our tractor, grab our stone picker, and go home. And then when I get there, we'll do more baling. Alright, so let's unload bales. Oh, no. I'm not auto load. Strap and unstrap, and that should do it. I should be well aware this is not an auto load bale trailer. Alright, so almost 20,000. I think we got about 30,000 in excess bales. Let's go pull in here. close the business day. They should be all right. First, let's collect on that contract. So that was another 50,000 on top of that. Oh, nice. All right. Don't be anything good. Don't be anything good. I don't know if I should say that or not. All the same stuff we saw earlier, so that's okay. Hey, buddy. I couldn't hear my horn, but I think it probably honked. He didn't look like he heard anything, though. So let me grab the stone picker here. And I'll head back out to the farm, and we'll jump cut, and I'll see you there. And I don't know how much time I have left in the episode. The plan is to grab the baler. We'll probably use the International 1246. Pull the baler out of the shed. See if we can go around and get those windrows baled up into hay bales. We won't be able to collect them today, I don't think. But if we can at least get them baled, I don't want to have to be hunting bales in the dark. Although, since they're in between the fields, it's kind of obvious where they're going to be at. It won't be like hunting them, I don't think. So yeah, I'll see you back out at the farm. And maybe by the time I get there, I'll have a better idea of how much time we have left in the episode, if you know what I mean.